NFC East teams have light schedules. They are going to have better records than maybe you thought, and the Eagles are set up because they're very good, and among the top contenders, they might have one of the easiest remaining schedules. So, yeah, I don't think it's an overreaction at all to think they're going to be the top seed in the NFC. They're going to have to figure out how to beat the Cowboys head-to-head.
Well, if they're able to do that, I think you could make an argument that there is no team in football that is better positioned, not only now, but in recent memory, than the Eagles are. Because the best thing you can be in the entire sport is to have a high draft pick in a year where there are a lot of quarterbacks that people want and to not need one.
Yeah.
Right.
The Eagles have the Saints pick. They could have a top 5 pick and not need a quarterback. And, oh, by the way, win the Super Bowl. They could do all those things at the same time. But what we have to take into account, the first way that we are presupposing is that they are totally set at quarterback. Mike T., if you're the general manager in Philadelphia, have you already decided, I don't need a QB, Jalen Hurts is my guy for the long haul?
Not yet, but boy, I'm close, Greedy. He's moved a million miles, in my opinion. His downfield accuracy is so much better. His command of the offense, everything just looks better. Statistically, it's way better. You know, credit A.J. Brown, some of their other moves. With that said, they do have that Saints top 5 pick. Presumably, that's where it'll be. Be it Bryce Young, C.J. Stroud, Will Levis. There'll be some great quarterbacks there. So I'm going to take the luxury of time. He has low cap numbers this year and next year. Remember, Greeny, he's a second-round pick, not a first-round pick. No option to worry about. You have the luxury of time. Use it.
I think he's making $1.5 million this year and next.
Yeah, and he'll be extension eligible after this season. It'll be interesting to see what they do. But what a great point about the picks. The Eagles had 3 first-round picks in last year's draft and decided they didn't need to get a quarterback. Didn't like the quarterbacks in the draft. Nobody did, except Pittsburgh. And they saw enough from Jalen Hurts last year to give him another year. So they traded one of those 3 first-rounders in a deal that ended up, and they still end up having an extra one next year. And now they may not need it for a quarterback.
The crazy thing about having the Saints pick, we thought that maybe they're going to have to use both of those picks to move up. But if the Saints continue trending where they're at, they can get a quarterback. And it's going to be tough to pass on one of those quarterbacks because you got to ask yourself, if you pay Jalen Hurts, you know, then you lose some of those luxury pieces. Kelsey's leaving. This is an opportunity to acquire more picks. But, I mean, Will Anderson is there. I mean, that's a difference maker coming out of college.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I got to bring you back to what you're just saying here. It sounds to me like you're answering the question. You're not totally sold on Jalen Hurts, because if Jalen Hurts is indeed what people sitting up here have been telling me he is, that they have developed him into now a spectacular quarterback for the long haul, you don't give those up no matter what they cost.
Well, I don't think he's a top 10 quarterback. And really the recipe for winning, and we saw in recent history, especially with, Carson Wentz when he was still on his rookie deal, I believe, and then winning the Super Bowl with Nick Foles, if you're able to have a cheap quarterback, you have a better chance of being able to go get better pieces around him and providing a special environment. We have the same questions about Tua. If Teddy Bridgewater comes out and looks great with all the pieces that Tua has, why would you give Tua $45 million a year? Well, so that's one of those things. You want to keep that position down because it gives you flexibility to be able to build the very best roster.
I understand what you're saying, but a quarterback can't just be cheap. He also has to be good.
Right.
It's one thing to have a cheap quarterback.
But he can be young and cheap.
No, I
That's
understand that.
Thing.
But he's got to be good. Like, boy, this is a bird in the hand. I mean, an eagle in the hand kind of conversation we're having.
This is a big discussion in front offices right now, though. Like, how much can you afford to pay a quarterback and still win? The reason Russell Wilson's not still in Seattle is because the Seahawks looked and saw what he was going to want in contract. We can't build a team around him at that price.
Right.
So the Eagles will always keep all of their options open at the quarterback position. That is what Howie Roseman has shown us since he's been there. Don't rule anything out.
I have 15 seconds, Mike T. You've used the term let players graduate. Is that something we should expect to see into the future? Teams letting quarterbacks that they don't think are going to be the next Josh Allen go, even if we think they're good, and get younger, cheaper ones?
I don't think so. I think Seattle's the exception to the rule, and maybe they get lucky with Geno Smith, but I'm still hard-pressed to think that Seattle's in a better position long-term with Geno Smith over Russell Wilson. Philly's just in a great spot because they've managed it well. They won't let Jalen Hurts walk out the door if he keeps playing this way.
All right, let me leave it there for the moment. I'm running out because there's Stephen A. and company getting ready to go. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.